Alright guys, I'm trying to build a few ramps. I want to learn how to jump a snowmobile. And I actually want to get some height and distance out of this. So I'm actually going to try to set up a few different ramps and try to learn. I got the Fusion here right now. I just sold the Summit a couple days ago. So the Fusion is going to be the one I'm going to be using. I know it's heavy, I know it's not really a jumping kind of snowmobile, but we're going to send it. I am looking for a race snowmobile, something that can handle a few jumps. I tried to buy one actually this morning, but the guy is gone for 2 weeks. It was a 2004 Arctic Cat 440 Snow Pro race sled, still runs on race fuel. Nice track on it. A couple small blemishes on the snowmobile, but it looked alright. It's long green, show up great in videos. Anyways, it never worked out, so I'm still looking right now. Also, he's only asking $2 grand for that thing, so I thought that was a pretty good price. I don't want to spend too much money on it because 9 chances out of 10, I'm going to end up piling this thing up into a tree or bottom up or something. This is right here is the first jump I pretty much got put up. There's already a rock here. I jumped off of this now like 2 or 3 different times with different screws. See, all the way up here on this hill, that's where we're going next. So we're on top of this hill here now. At least a 30-foot difference between on top of the hill and on the bottom of the hill. Hard to tell on video, I know. But this hill pretty much runs the entire length of this property. All this property right here is actually ours. We have 1 acre developed, which is where our house and our garage is. And we have about 3.5 acres next to us. I cleared all these trees out here a couple years ago. In the spring, I'll probably clear some more of these trees on the side of this hill because this can be an excellent playground for the sleds if there was more trees cleared. The snow is a little bit soft, so I don't really know how well it's going to go. I got a feeling that the scooter's going to plow through the ramps, but let's try it out. Put a little bit of extra oil in the tank, just in case. Looks good to me. You look on back there, if that tree was out of my way, I could definitely get a bigger run for it, probably get a bit more air. The ignition and the kill switch are not working. And I definitely don't want another shock. You can't choke it, it's fuel injected. I'm not gonna lie, this thing is doing a lot better than I expected. It handles the abuse just fine for now. It's still in one piece, it hasn't blown up. So if any of you guys out there, if you're on the island on Newfoundland, if you got a cheap race sled that you want to sell, drop me an email. It's there somewhere in my description on my channel. I'm looking for a race sled. I want something that can just launch. This thing is too heavy. The track is not big enough. I can't get any traction. And I just want something light that I can just get on and send it. We'll probably do another video with the Fusion. One day when my wife is off work, I'll get her to take one of the other sleds and she can chase me and film me, and we'll go on into the backcountry or out on the bog somewhere and see if we can get on some good drifts and that sort of thing. I'm pretty limited when I'm just by myself for filming wise. And also, certified ripper shirts coming soon. Here's a little update too on the projects that I got on the go and the videos that you should be looking out for in the upcoming future. I'm going to be quick because my phone is on about 4%. The burnt Yamaha, got parts coming, should be here mid this week. Hopefully I have this thing running about a weekend. The 670 HO, the Tony whatever edition. I got my carbs, I got my DPM. I got to get working on this thing. I got to figure out all of the fuel lines because there's like a dozen different fuel lines on this and I got to figure out where they all go. The OG Summit, I believe this is a 94. Haven't even looked at it, but it's been sitting for years. I got to get it going. And the old Enticer 340, you never seen me pick this one up, but I did. I got a pile of parts here for it already. Got to get at it. Going to be a good project for really cheap. That bike and all the other bikes, I've honestly been leaving them until we get closer to the spring because it's winter, we got a pile of snow. So I've been taking advantage of that, picking up and working on all of these sleds. But they will be getting fixed, don't worry.